how'd you start working for Kathy, or did you do something else prior?
So about a month before I graduated, I was on, this will date me, I was on MySpace, and I was looking at people's random profiles, and you know how people used to have their top 8 on their profile. I recognized Jessica, Kathy's other assistant at the time, her show had just started airing. I think it was the 1st or 2nd season, and I happened to just catch a few episodes of it the weekend before, a few weeks before, and so I recognized Jessica. So I sent her a message because I had never seen personal assistant job listings on the internet or anything. So I just sent her a message asking how she got her job and how she liked it, and just not asking for a job, not asking to work for them, nothing. And she just wrote back saying, it's who you know in the entertainment business. And I'm just thinking like, okay, no shit. Thank you. Didn't say anything back. And then like a week later, she sent me another message saying, I need some help in the office. Do you want to come try it out? She didn't know me. We had never met. She sent me Kathy's address because her office was in Kathy's house. So it's like 21-year-old me just driving, because I was going to college in Long Beach. So I drove up to LA, pulled up in the Hollywood Hills to this big old house, walked up Kathy's big old driveway, and I worked with Jessica in the office that day. Kathy had been on tour, so she was flying in that night. So I went with Jessica, picked her up at the airport. I met her for like an hour. She was very nice. I finished my day and I left, and that was it. And I didn't hear from them. And about 2 weeks later, they messaged me on AOL Instant Messenger.
This is a sign of the times. MySpace and AOL Messenger, okay.
Saying to come work for them. And I had gotten a PR job at an agency in LA. And it was about 2 days before I was supposed to start that job. And so I would just talk to my mom. I'm like, do I do this personal assistant job where I have no idea what it was? Or do I do like the job that I went to school for and actually use my degree? And, 21, I'm not married. I don't have kids. Nothing's tying me down. I was like, oh, I'll go try out the personal assistant job for a year. And I was with her for 7.5, almost 8 years.
Were you nervous like that first day, like when you were driving to the airport or even driving to the house to walk up? Like, did you know Kathy wasn't there? Like, were you nervous?
I had no idea what I was walking into. She didn't tell me. She was just like, come try it out. And I mean, I could have gotten killed. I didn't know what I was
Seriously.
or I could have killed them. They didn't know. So I had no idea. I didn't know what the job was, what it entailed, nothing. So just seeing Jessica like booking her travel for tour dates and just helping around the house. Because as a personal assistant, you're doing the business and the personal side of it. So it's kind of like feeding the dogs and all working with her agents and stuff like that. So it was that day kind of gave me a glimpse into what the job actually was.
And you weren't nervous like when you were in the car picking her up at the airport or anything like that?
Oh yeah, I probably said like 5 words maybe, because she'd be like, who's this one?
Well, yeah, like she comes out, is she just like, why is there a strange woman in my car?
Yeah. Pretty much. So, I mean, it's just normal Kathy, like cracking jokes, like, who are you? Where are you from? What are you doing here? Are you going to kill me? Are you going to steal my money? Like, what's the deal? So, but I mean, they liked me because they hired me a few weeks later.
Did you, like, when you made your decision to work with Kathy, like, did you have regrets? It's like taking your career in a whole different direction. I mean, like, were you just like, no, this is just my gut is telling me this is the right job?
Yeah, I kind of just went with my gut and it worked out. I mean, we all got along great. We worked great together. Every day was different, which I loved. I think that's what I love about being an assistant, where you never know what's going to get thrown at you. So you kind of just have to figure it out. And so that's what I loved about the job. And that's what kept me there for so long. And then I'm still pretty much in that field right now. So I just love the planning portion of it and kind of all the behind the scenes stuff of it.
And like doing 100 things at once.
Yeah, I'm a great multitasker.
I mean, you have to be, right?
Yeah.
What about like, so the show was already airing, like, did you know you were going to be, like you're working there, did you know you were going to be this kind of integral part of the show, or?
I had no idea. I think the 3rd season had just started airing when I started working for Kathy. And, television, you never know if you're going to get another season. So it never even crossed my mind that, oh, by working for Kathy, you're going to be on reality TV. So when the 4th season got picked up, Kathy's like, okay, Tiff's on it. And so they slapped a mic pack on me, and I'm just sitting there like, what is happening right now? And you can tell in the beginning, like I kind of just sit there like a deer in headlights, like who are all these people? What am I doing? I'm afraid to say anything. Like, so, but as the time goes on, you get used to it. You become friends with the crew and you just kind of forget they're there.